You're watching Dan's Messy Garage.
This is a look at what clutches look like in a transmission. There's steels and fibers, and they alternate steel fiber, steel fiber, steel fiber, and on and on. Now, if you notice, the steels have teeth on the outside, and the fibers have teeth on the inside. And they're hooked into different parts of a drum. And let's say the inside is turning and the outside is not turning, or vice versa, depending on the transmission and what gear you're in and all that. But when there's fluid in between all these, they're able to slip and slide until this squeezes and clamps together. Then it stays as one, it turns as one unit. In those thousands and thousands of shifts, these friction discs can wear down and they get smooth, or even worse, the friction material disappears. Then you got metal grinding on metal. That's real bad. Fluid's nice and red when it starts. And as the fluid gets darker red or light brown, that is just the friction material wearing off and getting suspended in the fluid. As those discs wear down, more and more material gets into the fluid. Then, since you got to picture this, this is in like a drum, and this has thickness, whatever this dimension is. But as you wear down these center friction plates, this distance gets smaller. So when it compresses, it's not being squeezed on as hard. Then that'll allow it to slip. And when it slips, it's going to really mess up these discs, turn the fluid black. The black fluid is burnt fluid, plus it's full of friction material. Having dark red or light brownish type fluid isn't great, but it's not all that bad, because all that friction material that's in that fluid getting circulated all through the transmission and the torque converter is actually giving this a little bit of grip. But when you change the fluid, you remove all those particles. So now that new fluid's clean and slippery, and this stuff is going to want to slip and slide even more. So changing the fluid amplifies the situation, because when you have a problem, you got metal on metal particles, steel particles in your fluid. And the first place it could come from is your torque converter. Got a couple torque converters sitting there. Notice this one on the left is, let's say, thinner than that one on the right. This was just a normal torque converter. There's no lockup clutch in it. That thicker one has got a series of plates and discs in there. And those clutches are 10, 11, 12 inches in diameter versus the clutches I just showed you, which are, 5 or 6 inches diameter. But the lockup clutch that we're talking about is inside the converter. Some transmissions have the lockups inside the transmission itself, but a lot of converters have clutches in it. And that's what this video is about. When those lockup clutches start to wear, it'll try to work and grab and slip and work, and you get a shudder, and it's kind of a pulsating type, like you're driving over a rumble strip shudder. When you put brand new transmission fluid in, now the fluid's clean. There aren't any particles in it. That fluid is slipperier, it's thinner. Those already worn clutch surfaces and torque converter lockup surfaces have less ability to work. The shudder could get worse. The shudder could go away, but that's because the lockup converter is not locking up anymore. It's just slipping. Slipping creates heat. Heat turns the fluid black again, and heat can destroy transmission and torque converter. If you already know that the torque converter lockup clutch is wearing out, changing the fluid is not going to restore it. What you're doing is removing the worn particles from the fluid. You're left with clean, slipperier fluid. Someone buys a used car and it starts to slip and shudder, and transmission's acting funny. So the first thing they're going to want to do is get a transmission fluid changed to help preserve their new car. And that's just the transmission was already worn when they bought the car. Well, the whole point of this video is to explain that a transmission fluid change is maintenance. It's to help a healthy transmission in torque converter. If your torque converter is already failing, the only way to fix that is to replace it. Replacing a torque converter is cheaper than replacing an entire transmission. Please keep watching Dan's Messy Garage for more videos, projects, tips, and tricks. Bye.